BONK token is sitting on a powder keg right now, and most retail investors have no idea what's coming. While you've been sleeping on this meme coin, professional traders are watching one specific chart pattern that historically delivers massive gains. I'm talking about a technical setup that previously triggered a 170% explosion in July, and it's happening again, right now, today. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why two different analysts are calling for moves between 50% and 350%, and why this could be your last chance to position yourself before BONK breaks out of its current range. Look, I need to be completely transparent with you about BONK's current situation. This isn't your typical altcoin sitting in some forgotten corner of the market. BONK has been grinding through weeks of choppy sideways action that's been testing even the most patient holders. The token has been stuck in what I can only describe as price purgatory. Not quite bearish enough to crash, but not bullish enough to moon either. Sound familiar? This is exactly the type of market condition that separates the smart money from the retail crowd. But here's where things get interesting. While most traders are getting frustrated with the lack of direction, technical analysts are spotting something brewing beneath the surface. The price action isn't random, it's forming a very specific pattern that has a proven track record of delivering explosive moves. We're talking about institutional-grade technical analysis here, not hopium or wishful thinking. Two separate analysts have independently identified setups that could send BONK significantly higher, and their time frames are converging right now. The cryptocurrency market cap has been consolidating around key levels, and memecoins like BONK often lead the charge when sentiment shifts. Remember, BONK isn't just another dog coin, it's built on Solana, which means it benefits from that ecosystem's speed and low transaction costs. This technical foundation matters when volume starts flowing. Now this is where things get really fascinating. World of Charts just dropped an analysis on X that caught my attention immediately. He's identified what he calls a falling wedge pattern on BONK's chart. And if you understand technical analysis, you know this is serious business. Think about a falling wedge like this. Imagine squeezing a spring tighter and tighter over time. Each bounce gets smaller, the range gets narrower, and pressure builds until something has to give. That's exactly what BONK's price action has been doing for weeks now. The falling wedge is considered one of the most reliable bullish reversal patterns in technical analysis. It signals that selling pressure is weakening while buyers are slowly stepping in at higher and higher levels. The result? An eventual explosive breakout to the upside. But here's the thing that's got me really excited. World of Charts has identified two critical levels on this chart. First, there's the wedge resistance line that BONK is actively testing right now as I'm recording this video. Breaking above this level would confirm the pattern and trigger the breakout signal. Second, he's mapped out a specific price target using the pattern's projection method. This isn't guesswork, it's based on measuring the height of the wedge and projecting that distance from the breakout point. The math suggests a potential 50% plus rally from current levels. Now you might be thinking 50% sounds great, but is that really enough to get excited about? Well, hold on to your seats because that's just the conservative estimate. Crypto Smith, with an even more aggressive analysis. He's looking at what he calls an ascending channel pattern, and his numbers are absolutely mind-blowing. He's projecting a potential 350% move with an upside target of 0.00007365. 350%. That would turn a $1,000 investment into $4,500. A $10,000 position becomes $45,000. These aren't lottery ticket odds. These are calculations based on established technical patterns and historical price behavior. But here's what's really got my attention. Both analysts are pointing to the same time frame. This isn't a case where one guy is calling for a move next year while another is looking at next month. These patterns are converging right now. The historical precedent for this setup is absolutely crucial to understand. Back in July, BONK delivered exactly this type of explosive move, a 170% surge that caught most retail traders completely off guard. The pattern that preceded that rally? Remarkably similar to what we're seeing today. This historical context adds serious credibility to the current analysis. We're not dealing with theoretical patterns here. We have real-world proof that BONK responds to these technical setups with significant price movements. The ascending channel that Crypto Smith identified shows BONK bouncing within defined boundaries, with each low being higher than the previous one. This suggests accumulation by smart money while retail investors remain largely unaware. The healthy consolidation he mentioned indicates that the recent pullback isn't weakness. It's preparation for the next leg higher. From a risk-reward perspective, the current setup offers something rare in cryptocurrency trading: a defined entry point with clear upside targets and manageable downside risk. If the patterns fail, BONK would likely just continue its sideways grind. But if they confirm, we could be looking at one of the most profitable trades of the quarter. The technical confluence here is remarkable. Multiple analysts using different methodologies are arriving at bullish conclusions for similar timeframes. The falling wedge breakout aligns with the ascending channel projection, creating what traders call confluence, when multiple signals point in the same direction. Volume analysis supports these patterns as well. While I can't share specific volume data in this video, the accumulation patterns suggest institutional interest is building beneath the surface. Smart money doesn't announce their positions. They build them quietly during periods of retail disinterest. The broader Solana ecosystem plays a crucial role in BONK's potential trajectory. Sol has been showing strength against both Bitcoin and Ethereum recently, and ecosystem tokens often move in sympathy with their base blockchain. When Solana performs well, it tends to lift all boats in its DeFi and Memecoin sectors. BONK's positioning as Solana's native Memecoin gives it unique advantages during bullish cycles. Unlike memecoins on other chains that face high gas fees during volatile periods, BONK transactions remain fast and affordable on Solana. This technical advantage often translates into sustained buying pressure during breakout moves. The memecoin sector rotation patterns also support these bullish projections. We've seen Doge and SHIB lead previous rallies, but BONK represents the next generation of memecoin innovation with actual utility and ecosystem integration. Market psychology is equally important. Retail FOMO typically kicks in after the initial breakout, creating the momentum needed for these projected price targets. The key is positioning before this retail wave arrives. Both analytical approaches point toward the same conclusion. BONK token is approaching a critical inflection point that could deliver substantial returns for position traders. The falling wedge breakout and ascending channel projection create a compelling technical case for upside potential. The next few trading sessions will be absolutely crucial. Watch for sustained breaks above the resistance levels identified by both analysts. Volume confirmation will be essential. Any breakout needs to be backed by increasing trading activity to have staying power. Remember to manage your risk appropriately. Even the best technical setups can fail, and cryptocurrency markets remain highly volatile. Never invest more than you can afford to lose, and consider taking partial profits if these targets are reached. If you found this analysis valuable, smash that like button and subscribe for more in-depth cryptocurrency technical analysis. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on BONK's setup. Are you positioning for the breakout or waiting for more confirmation? Crypto disclaimer. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments carry substantial risk of loss and are not suitable for all investors. The views expressed in this video are my personal opinions based on technical analysis and should not be construed as investment recommendations. Always conduct your own research and consult with qualified financial professionals before making investment decisions. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile and speculative investments that can result in total loss of capital.